Thank you for tuning in to Terry Swoop Videos. I wanted to talk about the long and forgotten legendary tap dancer and actress, Jeni Le Gon. Jeni was a popular dancer and actress during the 1930s and 40s. And a lot of the younger generation is not aware of her. But they should be aware of her because she paved the way for a lot of black women, actresses, and dancers during the 1930s and 40s. And I found this tool that allows me to colorize old photos and videos from 50 and 60 years ago. It's really an interesting tool. So if you have any old photos that you want to colorize, go to this website called myheritage.com. It allows you to colorize the photos, and you can bring the photos to life where they will move and smile. It's amazing. I just discovered this tool. So if you have any old photos of your grandparents or parents that you want to colorize, go to myheritage.com. It's completely free to use. It's really amazing. Now, Jeni Le Gon was born on August 14th, 1916. And she was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. And she started dancing at an early age, at age 5 years old. As a teenager, she broke into show business. And then in the early 1930s, she started appearing in Broadway plays. But she got her big break when she was discovered by Mr. Bojangles, the king of tap. Mr. Bojangles is mostly known for dancing with Shirley Temple during the 1930s. But he didn't have very many dance partners. So when he became a dance partner with Jeni Le Gon, this made her a star. Because back then, Mr. Bojangles was the highest paid black entertainer. He was the first black entertainer to become a millionaire. So when Jeni Le Gon starts dancing with him, this makes her an international star. And in 1937, she gets her first starring role in a movie called The Swing Is Here to Stay.
With Minnie the Moocher, kicking the gong around.
During the 1940s, Jeni Le Gon became a legendary performer on stage and on film. She appeared in movies with the Nicholas Brothers, Cab Calloway, Fred Astaire. She really became a household name during the 1940s. During the 1950s, she started getting involved in the civil rights movement. Back then, a lot of black entertainers didn't collect royalties for their work, especially black women. A lot of black women were the lowest paid entertainers, even though they brought in the most money at the box office. So a lot of black entertainers started protesting, but Joe McCarthy started blacklisting a lot of these black entertainers who were protesting the civil rights movement, who were demanding equal pay, equal rights. Joe McCarthy started blacklisting a lot of these black entertainers, and they went after her. McCarthyism in the 1950s was a big deal. Once they labeled you a communist, they would blacklist you. So a lot of entertainers in Hollywood were blacklisted during the 1950s. This is what caused Jeni to walk away from show business. She was out of the business for 30 years, but she ended up coming back in the 1980s and appearing in a few movies, and she started acting again. And she did an interview in 1993 where she talked about her career.
First Lady of Showbiz, Ms. Jeni Le Gon.
Hello.
Jeni, how are you?
Oh, I'm very well, thanks. And yourself?
I'm just fine.
Good,
to see you in person.
Thank
I always
you.
see you in some movie or other.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, very often when I stay up late and watch some of those old, wonderful musicals, there's always Jenny coming out full and strong on the screen, tapping and singing up a storm.
There's a number of them, so you probably see me quite often. I understand that some of my pictures have been seen in as far away as Plymouth, England recently, so I'm very happy about that. Only thing I wish is I was getting money for them.
Are you not getting
Oh,
royalties?
no, we don't get any royalties. They were made too long ago.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How long ago were these movies made?
Shall I tell?
Well,
Oh, at least 40 years ago.
is that right?
Yeah. They're oldies, real oldies.
They're wonderful. What were some of the titles of these
Well,
films?
I did one with Eddie Cantor that was called Ali Baba Goes to Town, which is about Alibaba and that sort of thing. And I do a wonderful tap dance in that. And then I did, I worked from the 30s, the 40s, and the 50s, and into the 60s. So actually I've worked with Bing Crosby. I did one that was called The Birth of the Blues with Bing Crosby. And
Easter Parade?
Easter
I've
Parade
seen
with
that one.
Fred Astaire and Judy Garland. And, I can't remember. There's quite a number of them.
Many.
Yes.
You also had a steady dancing partner. Who was that?
Oh,
for most of these?
well, when I first time I started in the movies, I danced with the fabulous and wonderful Bill Bojangles Robinson, and he was the, he was the one that danced with Shirley Temple for a while, and that was my honor to be able to dance. And Shirley and I are only two girls that ever danced with him, so that was quite an honor.
In December of 2012, Jeni Le Gon passed away at 96 years old. She lived a long life, 96 years old. There's not that many people that live to be 96. So I'm glad to see that she lived a long, healthy life. She accomplished a lot. She's one of the greatest dancers of all time. She's one of the greatest performers of all time. When she passed away, all the tap dancers from around the world paid tribute to her. She was called the First Lady of Showbiz. A lot of people have different opinions about this topic. Leave a comment, rate and subscribe.